Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel that knows nothing. I'm Gem and let's just get to it. And if you're wondering 3 questions about me, I'm sorry that I've stepped out of the 1950s this morning. I'm sorry that I look like shit because I ran 14Ks the other day and I got sunburnt severely and I can't feel from the waist down, so just be happy that I'm suffering then. This is my very first book haul. I did not get that many books. There's 12 here, I think. 11? I don't know. I didn't count them. But basically, I went to Sydney the other day, which was amazing. And when I probably say the other day, it was probably months ago when this is coming out. Who knows? I don't know. Anyway, but I got some books and it was very fun because the selection here where I live, there's not always a great deal of books. And I kind of go berserk in Sydney, but yeah. Anyway, these are the books I got. I got Finnegan of the Rock. I said on the rock almost. Sorry, I'm very tired. I'm not gonna try and pronounce the name because I know it's gonna be wrong anyway. But I've been wanting this one for a while and I thought this cover was pretty nice, and it was part of the 50 books you can't put down at this stores. Then I got Meg and Linus. I couldn't read it, like it pops up the backwards way and I'm like, I don't know what that says. But anyway, it is about a girl and a guy, and they're like friends and they both have other people and they're gay. And I know that like heaps of people are just like, oh, typical, got a gay book back, well, you know. But I really like these kinds of books, and I know that people are just like, typical, blah 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 blah. But they're really like nice to read because you don't always get books out there that are like part of that community. You never hear about like girl and girl like relationships or guy and guy relationships, and it's really good to find like a book that will support like this. This one I got solely based on the cover, and well, I picked it up solely based on the cover, and then I read the back and I felt like crying. But it's called The Thing About Jellyfish, and it's about this girl who doesn't speak anymore because she lost her best friend, and her best friend was a really good swimmer and she died drowning, and she's like, well, did she get stung by a jellyfish? Anyway, it looked really nice and the cover's really pretty, and I can't wait to read it and cry because my heart. This one's called George, and I was very like not sure about this one, about, you know, like I picked it up several times at heaps of different bookshops because I wasn't sure if this was a book for like people like my age or people younger than me. And I opened it up and it's like the spacing in this is like, I could read this like fairly quickly, and it's about this boy, but it's not a boy. She knows that she's a girl, and a play is coming up and she wants to play a girl character, of course, and everyone says that she can't because she's a boy, and that just broke my heart. And I was very like, can I actually read this novel without crying, and can I actually get through it? I made that snap decision as I left the store. I just picked it off the shelf and I'm like, yep, I'm gonna read this book and I'm gonna love it because, oh my god. And the cover is just so nice. It's so plain and it's just so nice to look at. I thought it was just like lovely. Anyway, next one I got was The Miseducation of Cameron Post. I started this book ages ago, but my friend lent it to me and then we stopped being friends and I had to give it back, obviously. Like, that just happened. But so I have been wanting to read this book for a while. I didn't get that very far in begin with, only because the font is very small for me and it's a font that I struggle to read. Times New Roman, am I right? Just dyslexic people struggle with fonts. But anyway, I'm gonna persevere through this book and try and read it. And also, like, I really like the storyline, of course, but like I haven't seen this one in a store for ages, and like this store that I never get to go to that's in Sydney that I can never say, I'm gonna put it on the screen again, that I always go to, had this Pride section, and that's where I picked up most of the books I got that are LGBT plus this trip. This one is kind of like a random thing that happened because we were in the hotel room with my, I was in the hotel room with my family, and like, this is a struggle that we go through every single time, is that we sit and watch the TV and like flick through the channels until we find something that we like. And Charlotte's Web was on that day, and I was like, oh my god, Charlotte's Web, I've not seen it forever. And me and my sister, we sat down, and like the rest of my family like watched it, but me and my sister were just sort of like, yes, Charlotte's Web, and we like sat down and watched it. And like after that I was just like, I need to read the book to this, so I got the book, and it's such a nice one too. It's like, this is the cover that I wanted because I've seen this cover before, and I'm like, that illustration is just amazing, and like there's illustrations throughout it, I think. Anyway, I really liked it. I really liked the movie, and I really wanted to read the book, and I never got to read the book in primary school. Like all the other classes were reading Charlotte's Web and we were reading like another book, and I'm just like, no, need to read this, need to catch up with my childhood innocence thing. This one I've heard like really great things about, but also I've heard some really bad things about it too. Like not everybody has loved this book, but The Darkest Minds, and like I didn't love this cover, but I'm like, you know what, it's the only one here, so I'm gonna grab it anyway, because I can never find it at my local bookstore. My bookstore, I can never find anything. I get so lost in like all the genres that like I'm like, where is anything these days? But anyway, I've heard some really good things about it, and I really want to like pick it up and read it. And also I want to get out of the phase of reading like some trashy novels that I just keep on reading, and like I need some fantasy in there, and I'm pretty sure this is fantasy. I don't know, I haven't read the back really, but I've heard good things about it. Ta-da! The Trials of Apollo by Rick Riordan. I've always loved the Percy Jackson series. I never got to read his Egyptian series, even though I've heard some really good things about it. But also, like, I loved Apollo in, like, the Percy Jackson series, and, like, throughout, like, even though he'd, like, only appeared a few times, but, like, really loved to hear things from his perspective. But the thing is, I cannot read this until I've finished some other books, because I feel like as though it might give away some spoilers. I don't really know. I don't want to go into like the research of it and like find out spoilers and whatnot, and I need to like discover things on my own. I like doing that. Murder on the Orient Express by Agatha Christie, and I have wanted to read this book for the longest amount of time, and then the other day I found out that the movie was coming out, and I watched the trailer and I was like, oh my god. And then that was like it. That was like, I need to like go find this book, and I looked forever for this book, and I was like, I don't even know where to like look in this section. And I was like thinking that it was going to be in literature, but it was in crime. And I was like so dumb that I didn't even realize that it would be in crime, even though it's called Murder on the Orient Express. I was just being an idiot, but yeah, I just love life. Anna and the French Kiss, which is like, I hear all these booktubers talking about it like all the time, like from the ones that I watch personally, and I'm like, what is this book? Who is Auntie and St. Clair and all these other people that like they keep on like talking about? I'm like, I don't know who any of these people are. And so now I feel like I'm obliged to read it because of them. Not that this is going to be a bad thing, because like I've heard some really great things about this book too, but like I'm just like, who are all these characters? I must know. And also at this place that I always visit in Sydney, they have a graphic novel section, and I'm pretty sure most people will know what this book is without me having to show it. But this is the 6th edition of Lumberjanes, which is like my favorite graphic novel ever. You know, this is basically like the only, not the only, I've read a few other ones, but this is like the one that I've like stuck with. But they don't have really much graphic novel-y things here in like where I live. So I have to always make trips up to Sydney to go to this bookshop that sells this like series. And like whenever I go up there, the next edition is always out. It's always good because I finish these ones really quickly and then like go back over them and look at the pictures and like just go, oh my god, this is amazing. But I always like go back up to Sydney and the next one's always out, and it makes me so happy because it's such a good series and it's so pretty to look at, and there's a gay couple in it, and I'm just like, it's everything that I want in life. Now my last book is something that I got off Book Depository. I ordered 2 things, so this could be either something really good or something really bad, because one of them is something that I ordered for university and I'm like not keen for it and whatever, but I'm pretty sure this is the book that I'm hoping for. Also, Book Depository is great. This is not even an ad, guys. Book Depository is just the fucking best thing ever. You can get books there for really cheap, and also it's free shipping. Like, who doesn't want that in life? Anyway, I'm going to open this right now. I really hope this is the book that I'm hoping for. If it's not, I'm going to be a bit concerned because I've ordered the book that I wanted before the other one. So if it's not the one that I want, it is. Oh my god, hang on. Just sort of throw everything away. Also, they give out nice like little free bookmarks and they're pretty cute. This is the one I got this time. That's so cute. It's got like a little astronaut on it. Love that. Okay, this is The Lost Gods, and this book I saw one day in a bookshop and I was like, oh my god, this like the cover just pulled me straight in. I know that so many people are just like, don't judge a book by its cover, but you know what, I'm gonna judge all I want. So I saw the cover and I was like, oh my god, this looks amazing. And yeah, it was basically that. I read the back and I was like, oh my god, that's the back. The back kind of freaked me out, but then I read the back, but that's not the back even. I read the blurb, which was in here. On the book that I picked up, it was the blurb was on the back, but whatever. And then I looked at the price and it was 50 bucks, and I was like, wasn't keen for that. And then I found it online for cheaper, and I didn't have to pay shipping, so that's always good. I don't want to give them like too much about what this is about because I want people to go and like research it for themselves, because that's what I did. This is the only book that I've researched and I like love the concept of it. And I'm like, people go look at it. It's by Brom, I think that's how you pronounce it, Lost Gods. It's got some beautiful illustrations in it too. And I just unknowingly winked at the camera yet again. There's something wrong with me. I need to go get my eye checked out. But anyway, I think it's like a beautiful book. It's also massive but beautiful. Anyway guys, that is all that I have for you today. I hope you like this book haul. This is my very first one. I've never done a book haul before. Like obviously I've done book hauls before but not filmed them. But basically those are the books that I've gotten. If you want any more information about Book Depository, I will leave a link in case you do not know what they are, because they're amazing and I just love them. They're just books flying out the yin yang, mate. Just for free shipping. Not free. That would be a bit questionable, but anyway guys, those are my books. I kind of like glad that I got all of them, and I'm pretty happy with like my little collection. It's grown a bit. I need to buy another bookshelf. It's kind of getting a bit ridiculous. My room has become a library and let's just not go there right now. Anyway guys, please like this video if you like books, because who doesn't like books? And if you don't like books, then I don't know why you're watching me, because this is who I am now. This is what I've changed. I've changed with the times. Anyway guys, I'll see you next time. Please like, subscribe, because that's always nice, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Anyway, this is my very first book haul. There's not that many. This Murder on the Orient